This unit we will be focusing on habitats. Habitats are homes. A habitat provides all things that are necessary for an organism to be living. In this case, we are dealing with a worm, a spider, and a centipede. The rock in the surrounding area is its habitat. It provides all the necessary things for these three creatures to survive. There can be multiple habitats uh, within each other, and they are called communities. When certain animals and living things like trees, plants, etc., live together, they form a community. And a community can exist within another community. For example, in this community, there is the frog, the snail, and the dragonfly, and the worm, the spider, and the centipede, which we talked about earlier, also exist in this community, and these two interact with each other. If you pull out further, you can see that in this habitat right here, we have a fox, a bird. To the far left, and at the bottom, you have what looks like a mole, and those three exist as well, with the frog, the firefly, the snail, and even smaller down, the spider, worm, and centipede. All of these exist in one large community, but also in separate communities. Now, within communities, there is also a bunch of inorganic, which means non-living and living things. When you have a bunch of living and non-living things together, that is called an ecosystem. So within all of these communities exist in an ecosystem. An ecosystem consists of living and non-living things. Communities can exist within each other, as shown here. In this large community, we have all of the things we've looked at, such as the frog, the snail, and the dragonfly, the spider, the worm, and the centipede, as well as large animals like the fox, the bird, and the mole. Tonight, what I'd like you to do, or over the weekend, if this is on a weekend, please look at your surrounding backyard or your local park to find multiple communities, at least two communities that exist within each other that form habitats and ecosystems. Just to review, a habitat is a home for living things that provide all the necessary things for it to strive and survive. And an ecosystem is living and non-living things working together, which form communities. Have a good night. Bye-bye.